I guess I made a video of Captain America box office some time ago, and now the first weekend is in, so let's check it out how it went. Here's just the news from Hollywood Reporter that is titled Captain America box office Brave New World opens to bullish 100 million in US, 192 million globally. Seems that they are pretty happy with their results, or what they are now having. Let's check it out what they talk about. This year's first tentpole is reporting 4-day domestic opening at 100 million over long Valentine's Day presidential weekend. So the 3 days 88.5 million for 3 days. Globally 192.4 million. Of course it's gonna be the biggest opening for the 25 because the year is just started. The critics haven't been loving this movie and it's being kind mid reception from the CinemaScore B-. Anyway, it seems like the Rotten Tomatoes is around 80%, so I don't know, maybe it's mid movie for general audiences. This was funny. I was checking, there's a lot of black moviegoers. Caucasian means 35%, Latinos 25%, and black moviegoers 23%, 10% for the Asians. But this was funny that the gender split was based on this article 62% male and 48% female. The math isn't really mathing, so 110%? What's the 10%? Is it this current gender fluidity or something? I don't know, maybe it's hard to get to 100% these days. Anyway, seems like another sign of playing for a broader audience is that it's not just for the fanboys who can often represent 70% of the ticket buyers. I don't know what that means. Anyway, seems like for the Hollywood Reporter that they're kind of hyping up that the score is pretty okay, because then they compare to the 2018 Black Panthers 242 for the same time period, and also the Deadpool 152 million. But anyway, I think the good comparison now is for the 23's Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Quantumania, that made 120 million. And not adjusted for inflation, but of course it's only 2 years old, so maybe inflation is not that big. But anyway, Ant-Man made 120 million, and in the end it wasn't a big success. So in the end, I'm not sure that this looks so good as the Hollywood Reporter is making it up to be. And also you can see that if the second movie coming up is Paddington in Peru, so the competition isn't that harsh at the moment for them, so they should make a lot of money for this. And there's just like a Bridget Jones coming up, so in the end maybe it looks like for them good that there's not competition at the moment for the movies. Also, I wanted to quick comparison to older movies. Of course the Captain America the First Avengers made total 370, and they made during 3 day 65 million and 4 day 72 million in the domestic box office, but it's not counted for inflation, so you can't compare that well. And also these were like the first Marvel movies, and the hype was just coming up. So when you go to the Winter Soldier, it made 700 million, and also here like 3 days was 95 and 4 days was 101 million, and not adjusted for inflation. So actually the Captain America already made bigger bang. And when you go to the Civil War, the worldwide was in the end over $1 billion, and the 4 day was 192 million. So there's a big difference there. But if you go to the Quantumania, but it's, I think, good comparison. You can compare good comparison for 3 day was 106 million, 4 day to compare with Captain America Brave World Brave New World is 120 million, so there's a difference. And if you check out the last result, it's 476 million total, so that doesn't bode that well also for the Captain America's latest movie, because I think if you go to the article there, I think the budget was what they were reporting was 180 million, but that sounds slow for the news we have heard about the reshoots, etc. Some people are talking that they have filmed the whole movie like 2 times or something like that. So I'm not trusting this 180 million. So you can see that later, that how much do they need to make profit. Usually it's like double that, so they should make maybe 400 million to break even with this movie. And at this point it could hit like maybe 400 million, 500 million if you compare the Ant-Man and the Quantumania. So if you compare it here, it's like maybe 450 million maybe, but I don't know to compare. Anyway, based on this movie, based on this article, it's bullish, but I feel that it's not that bullish. But I think after a week we will know how much will be the next drop off be. We will see that if it drops, for example, 70%, then the end result probably isn't that hot. I'm not that interested at the moment going to movies for this one. Maybe I'll check it later. It seems kind of the reviews have been quite mid and not that exciting. But let's see, the next movie coming up is, I think, the Thunderbolts. I made a reaction for the trailer. It seems okay, maybe like a little bit Suicide Squad inspired, maybe a little bit like a light-hearted action for this group of misfits. Also, it's going to be really interesting that how that cast will do in the box office in the future, because most of the heroes, only like Bucky is someone that general public, for example like me, knows really. Anyway, this was just quick comments and thoughts of the current situation with the box office for the Captain America Brave New World. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Okay guys, bye.